Hi guys, welcome back. So as you can see, I am not alone today.
Special guest, what's up?
He got tired of sitting around in the office and he's like, I want to do something. So we decided it'd be really fun to bake. And I don't know about you guys, but quarantine life for some reason has me feeling a certain way. I really want to bake.
Yeah, same here. And so we are making chocolate chip cookies, but in a bar form, right?
Yes, chocolate chip cookie bars.
Yes.
And I will leave the recipe down below because we've made it once before and they turned out really good. So we're going to do it again. And I'm really excited. So we're going to do that. And then tomorrow, because we have all this extra time on our hands, we thought it'd be fun to do
biscuits and gravy. So we're going to make everything from scratch. We bought some nice kielbasa at the store, raw. I'm going to cut that out of the sleeve, grill it up, make the gravy, all that stuff, make the biscuits from scratch. It's going to be awesome.
So we thought it'd be kind of fun to just show you what we're doing and what we're baking because we're really not doing much else right now. And I'm sure you guys aren't either. So maybe this is some inspiration for your guys' baking adventures in your kitchen, quarantine kitchen, that kind of stuff. So we hope you guys enjoy and let's get started with these cookie bars.
But before we get started, this recipe is from Preppy Kitchen. You should definitely check him out. He is our new favorite dessert baking YouTube channel. He has awesome recipes and his camera presence is just great. So this recipe is from his thing. We'll put a link in the description down below. And it's not because of anything, it's just we really like his recipes and we think his videos are really fun, so you guys should check it out too. So without further ado, let's get baking.
Yes.
So general overview, lots of sugar, obviously, flour, chocolates. What we did here is this is milk chocolate and then 64% dark chocolate mixed in because we like the little contrast. And then 2 eggs, obviously, and Sarah as a chief baker. And then the secret is to line it with parchment paper because then it lifts out super easily and it just makes cleanup a cinch. So make sure you use parchment paper. So all the butter and sugar is combined, obviously, and now we are putting dry into the wet about 1/3 at a time and folding and not over mixing.
This is when I just choose to do it by hand because if you do a stand mixer, you are actually more likely to overmix your flours. And that's going to create extra gluten, really, so it's going to become more tough. And so you really want to try to leave the flour as undisturbed as possible, obviously mixed in well, but you just don't want to go too crazy with the stirring.
And obviously the best part is the chocolates.
How satisfying.
Getting mixed in. Yum, yum, yum. And this is why you keep everything lined with parchment, because as you can see, you just plop it down right in the center, and then you can spread it out as you will. Parchment paper makes it super easy cleanup, and unlike aluminum foil, it won't stick into little crevices and stuff as the metal folds.
And you don't have to use like butter or oil that could actually disrupt what the actual batter is doing. So I think that's when having parchment paper just really is really nice. And as you can tell, this batter is definitely thicker than like your normal type of cookie dough because I don't know why, but it just is magic. So the last time we made these, we actually overbaked them because they didn't look done. And then we took them out. We kept them in a little bit too long. After we took them out, they just hardened a lot. So we are actually going to underbake them this time and see how that turns out. They had such a good flavor, but they were just very, how do you say, crunchy.
Yeah, not in a good way.
If you like crunchy cookies, overbake them. Otherwise, I think go for the recommended amount of time because he knows what he's talking about. Okay, these go in the oven, 350 for 35 minutes.
Okay, and finished product is this, and as you can see, the reason why the parchment paper is so convenient is because if we zoom in, I mean, it just comes off so easily. So this is a basically giant cookie.
It's fantastic. It's like, it looks really pillowy soft. It doesn't look overbaked like the last time we did it. And I love a good cookie. So cookie bar, best thing ever. I am excited to try it. So I think we should give it a taste. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you can see the cross section. Beautiful. Masterpiece, work of art. So now, ultimate test.
Sounds crunchy.
The top part is slightly crunchy, but the inside is gooey
Let me get a zoom.
without it being underdone.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. I'll leave the recipe below. Check it out. Preppy Kitchen. You have the best recipes. I'm obsessed with all your stuff. Hi guys, so it's the next day and we hope you enjoyed our cookie bar experience yesterday because we had a lot of fun doing it. So now it's Saturday morning, literally just rolled out of bed. Like, it doesn't get any more real and raw than this, but we woke up this morning and we're like, we really want to make the biscuits and gravy. So this is what we're gonna do. Full disclaimer, we had never made these before. Personally, one of my favorite things to order in America is biscuits and gravy at any restaurant. And I have been missing biscuits and gravy like crazy, and I really want to make them. So I don't know how they're gonna turn out. You're gonna find out with me. It's gonna be an adventure. So it's gonna be baking adventures with Andy and Sarah to see how the Polish version of an American biscuit and gravy will turn out. So fingers crossed it's not a disaster, but we're gonna have fun anyways. So let's get baking. Okay, so what we're gonna first start off are the biscuits. We're gonna put the biscuits in the oven and then start on the gravy. So we are doing some kitchen math here because everything that we find recipe-wise only comes in cups. And Europe's does not do cups, we do grams because we are on the metric system. So we're having to get our phones out and do a lot of calculations, and we have a kitchen scale. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you guys are baking, you have to have a kitchen scale because it's going to be the most accurate, especially when it comes to flour and dry ingredients. So we're going to cut this recipe in half because we do not need like 500 biscuits in our life. So we're gonna start off with 1 cup of flour, which is like 120 grams or so.
Too much.
4 grams too much.
You literally just said you have to be so accurate, and now you're like, meh.
I know, this is a problem. Zoe thinks that she can be a great helper. This is what I deal with all the time. You are not a good baker. You can't help me. I'm gonna get kitten fur in my biscuits.
Get out of town.
Butter. And now we are finishing up the mixing process. We were going to add in some milk at the end. Oh, thank you, oven. And then roll it onto a flat surface and pretend to cut it with a cutter because we don't have one. So we're just gonna probably cut circles with a knife.
Okay, so the recipe said it made 10, but we just basically doubled the size, and we
cut
got.
it in half.
Oh yeah, that's right. We cut the recipe in half, so we got 5 big biscuit things. But yeah, so now we're gonna make the sausage, and I got this meat. I'm a little bit worried, to be honest with you, because it says Arvatosh 90% mięso, so it's 90% meat. So I'm worried that it might not have enough fat content to get the real grease for the gravy, but we will see what we got going on. Stuff is in the oven, so we'll check back. Sausage. So as suspected, I did a brain fart with the 90% meat, not enough fat, so we had to add some butter, and it should turn out. So make sure you don't buy 90% meat sausages. Dust biscuits, looking pretty okay. Gravy's coming along. Definitely had to add some more butter and stuff to make it thicker, and then we got the milk and everything in it, so now we just gotta let that sit and simmer for a bit, and then we're getting closer. We're definitely not food photographers, but I think most people would agree this is biscuits and gravy. And it was a fun experience.
Yeah, it
Love her.
was. I think probably the only thing I would note is to just have a higher fat content of your meat.
Definitely.
But like the flavor's there. Like we just did a little taste test. We haven't tasted this whole thing, obviously, but I think first of all, it looks really good, and it smells really good. So these supplements are not for you. So, anyways, we're gonna do a little taste test and see how it works. So the biscuits turned out really good. Gravy's nice. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it actually is pretty good.
So resounding success.
I would say so.
All right.
Yeah.
Follow us on YouTube for more recipes.
Subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos that we do. Cooking, outside related, anything like that. Love to have you stick around. Give it a thumbs up, and we will see you guys in our next video.